Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Corsace Closed. We are here with our first matchup of the semi-finals. This will be Intercambing versus FlyingTuna. We have a very exciting matchup ahead of us. The number 7th seeded Intercambing versus the number 3 seeded Tuna. We got a couple more matches for you this week, and we'll be starting off on a high note with this one, both having a very good time in the previous round of the tournament and advancing to this next stage in a very good fashion, of course. We have, this is a winner's bracket match between Intercambing and FlyingTuna here, of course. And then the other winner's bracket match, I'm a Fancy Lad versus Nissan, will be taking place during the week on June 23rd. We have our start here. We'll be getting into the picks and bans to start off. We'll give them both a second just to plan things out here. Not entirely sure the route that either of these players could take. There's a couple different ways that things could work out here. FlyingTuna more oriented towards the big and awkward aim in general. The precision on FlyingTuna is very solid, as well as his mechanics across the board. Intercambing, another well-versed mechanics player, possibly slightly less comfortable on the gimmick-oriented maps. But FlyingTuna will try and see what he can make happen there. Both of these players very solid aim and streaming overall. Intercambing will be winning the roll 96-53 against FlyingTuna here. So he is going to be starting us off with our first ban today. Not entirely sure, again, what Intercambing is going to start us off with today. He could open it up with something like a Nomad 6, or maybe even a one of the Hard Rock 2, possibly. It's going to be hard to predict the bans between these two players here, given that their skill sets can be close in some ways, but there are a few different areas where one player shines. Looks like it is, in fact, going to be the Nomad 6 ban coming out from Intercambing to start us off. Kind of mentioned earlier that FlyingTuna was generally a little bit more comfortable, maybe a little bit stronger across the board on those more awkward gimmick maps. So Intercambing banning the down map is a good way to start off today. FlyingTuna going to be going for his first ban, something most likely aim-oriented. It is going to be the Hard Rock 1. Intercambing known for his very strong, consistent aim across the board, not just on precision or speed, but even just on the basic aim of a Hard Rock 1. It is 198 BPM for 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It is also the highest star rating map in the pool, now gone. That'll be FlyingTuna's way to open up the match here. Intercambing is going to be going for a second ban. It is going to be the other map that I mentioned earlier, the Nomad 4, the alt map. Was a little hesitant to say that, given that Intercambing generally has had some good moments when it comes to alt maps. Flow, snap, aim, anything of that sort. But not having any of it against a player like FlyingTuna, you do have to be careful with that. And FlyingTuna going to continue with the base mechanics against Intercambing there with the Nomad 2 ban of Thrasher. So we have our 4 bans completed. FlyingTuna will, of course, get the first pick, having lost the roll, with Intercambing getting the first ban. Tuna possibly going to start off with a double time today. I wouldn't expect him to open up with the hidden pick, given, even though he is generally stronger on the hidden maps and plays them well, I think going up against Intercambing, it is a long shot. However, he does go for the hidden too. Thought I was going to be able to call Tuna maybe not opening up with I was generally going to say something a little bit more obvious. I think Hidden 2 is something that Tuna generally will open up with against a lot of players who are not visibly the strongest reading players in the scene. However, not an ounce of fear from Tuna in the beginning of this match here. He's going to open right up with the Lauer map on the Hidden 2, mapped by Yolks Pie. Good luck, have funds from the players here, and we're going to be hopping right into it. Let's see if the opening pick here from Tuna pays off on the reading against Intercambing. Start from both the players. No slider end drops or random 100s. It is generally something you can see on some of these hidden picks here, but nice and calm beginning for these two players. I don't expect much issue to come from either of them. Tuna did mention that he was sight reading the Hard Rock one, so you do have to wonder if he's going to be sight reading a little bit more in the pool. He is dropping a little bit more accuracy than Intercambing, but he is holding the combo, which is what's going to matter. Intercambing does drop the combo. Going to be an early advantage for Tuna here, despite his accuracy drops. Couple of stacked notes in this section here. Nobody finding a misread. Tuna again dropping a lot of accuracy on those slight overlapping streams there, but we get into the real part of the map right here, the key eye. Intercambing with massive chain missing there. Unfortunately, might put him in the hole already for this map. Tuna does finally miss. Intercambing down 40,000. He's got a 2% accuracy lead over Tuna, but they're running at about the same combo right now. Yolks Pie certainly doesn't leave anything to chance on his maps here. A lot of difficult patterns, a lot of spacing. Awkwardness in this map is its name here. Accuracy is almost the same now. Tuna started to catch up a little bit with Intercambing, finding a significant amount of misses comparatively. A little bit more finger control here with the overlaps. Neither player getting a slider break there. Another break from Intercambing. Tuna just looking a little bit more comfortable here, has expanded his lead to about 100,000. Does find a miss there. But unless we see some massive chain missing from Flying Tuna, I don't think Intercambing is going to have any way back into this. Both players finding a couple hundreds and a miss from Intercambing again. Quarter of the way left in the map here. Intercambing maintaining the accuracy lead. Does finally drop it for the first time in the map, and that's going to be it at the ending here. 100,000 score difference between these two players. And there's just not enough note density here for Intercambing to make a comeback. Flying Tuna cannot lose enough score. Will simply be taking this home on his earlier performance in the map. So well played from Flying Tuna with the little bit contested opening pick there. Intercambing definitely didn't look bad on that map, but Tuna was just a little bit more comfortable on some of those overlapping sections, some of the parts that required a little bit more active reading. And on a map that's 2 minutes and 11 seconds, it doesn't leave you with as much room for error as Intercambing had quite a few misses and not able to put up a massive combo, although the accuracy was very similar. So Intercambing is going to now have to start off on a strong note with his first pick. Apparently we are going to take a minute for Intercambing. I'm not entirely sure. Intercambing is going to take a second. As far as I'm concerned, this may actually be because of Sweegie. Intercambing is currently, I believe his team is currently in the ongoing match, which has just gone to tiebreaker. So we're going to give Intercambing just a second to gather his things in his other matchup. We'll be hanging out here. We will give them both a second. And I think Tuna going to head out for a bit just to probably stay warm, maybe practice a couple of the maps just to keep everything in line here. But a strong start again, as I mentioned before, after that last pick, Flying Tuna taking his first pick of the match. He's going to be starting up a 1-2-0. Intercambing, of course, after coming back from his tiebreaker play right now, will have a pick ahead of him. And he's going to have to start off strong here. FlyingTuna is one of those players that can definitely run away with the momentum if you let him. So you got to start getting yourself on the board very quickly. Intercambing's had some very solid tournament performances lately, which leads me to believe that he will have zero problem getting himself on the board in this match. But we wait for now. Maybe give you all a second, maybe collect yourselves, get ready for the matches ahead. Of course, this is not the only match that we will be having today. We have a match immediately after this at 19 UTC. I believe maybe not, unless my sheet is completely wrong right now. Let me give this a quick refresh. We do have a match after this, however, it is at 18 UTC. We will also have a match following that at 19 UTC. So we do have 2 matches left today that we will go over. It'll be Utami versus Bartek and Chomik Box versus BTMC. And those will be the 3 matches that we have today. We will return for a couple others, which will be tomorrow. And that first match will be starting at 3 UTC. But for now, Intercambing, you know, he's not exactly getting much opportunity to think about the next pick that he's going to want to go with here. He's not also getting a lot of opportunity to collect himself. He's going to be coming straight off a tiebreaker. Maybe the nerves running a little bit high. But a short tiebreaker that they're playing right now. It's only about 5 minutes, so a little bit of a break. I can get a quick yawn out. Anyone watching can prepare for the matches ahead. Maybe grab a drink, grab a snack. Come back after most of this tiebreaker is over. And then we'll be able to get right back into this match. Give a little bit of quiet time here. We'll enjoy the music as Intercambing powers his way through the tiebreaker. We wish him luck. All right, and we return to the matchup in question here. Congratulations to Intercambing for winning his tiebreaker. We will now get back into the current matchup here. Intercambing does still have his pick. So let's see what we decide. It's going to be DT2, so Intercambing will open up with the DT today. FlyingTuna very clearly sight reading a decent bit of this pool here. Intercambing a very strong speed/stamina stream player. This map will most certainly be favored towards Intercambing here. Tuna is no stranger to the faster streams, though, so we'll see how he holds up against Intercambing on this, or rather, maybe even the other way around, how Intercambing holds up against Tuna. Gonna get right into it. 1 minute and 23 seconds, not a long pick by any means. Doesn't leave very much room for error. Both players looking pretty comfortable at the beginning here. Accuracy's staying about the same. There goes Intercambing with a very early miss. Tuna maybe just a little bit more comfortable. Possibly a little bit of nerves left over from the tiebreaker previous to this. He doesn't look bad on the pick here, but he did have an unfortunate miss, and another one as well on the 3-note cuts. And Tuna is just looking really strong into the halfway of this map here. Unfortunately for Intercambing, if Tuna doesn't find a miss soon, it might all be over. There it is on the doubles, but oh, and there goes Intercambing, finds a miss immediately after. Into the last couple seconds of the map here, there's really nothing that can be done. FlyingTuna with the accuracy and the combo lead for the entire map. Gonna take the win on Intercambing's first pick there. It's a 2nd point for Tuna. That's going to be Intercambing letting up a break point a little bit earlier than he wanted. This is a best of 11. So you have a little bit of room for error here, but not too much. So he is down 1 break point now, but Intercambing's going to have to hold it. Gonna maybe look to take a break point on this next pick from Tuna here, but it is going to be a tough one here. Tuna looking pretty strong at the beginning of this match. It's going to be a No Mod 5 pick from Tuna. He's going to capitalize on the fact that he looked really good on that speedy DT2, and he's going to go right for Forgotten. It's a map that we've seen before. Break Core map, Ghost of 1.13. It's been in a couple of tournaments before. Not exactly this specific map set, I believe, from Dectopia, but a very solid map for Tuna if he's feeling good on these streams, and possibly even the finger control. The buzz sliders on this could provide a few issues. Tuna's really just sight reading everything today. Gonna download the map in the lobby. But regardless of whether or not he's sight reading, he's looked pretty good thus far. Now 3 picks into the match. We have our second from FlyingTuna here, looking to put himself up possibly 3-0 on his own pick here. Going to halfway through the entire match score. But Intercambing has every opportunity in the world to take this as a breakpoint. These buzz sliders are rather dangerous if you're not pretty in time with this. So we'll see whose stamina holds out. Intercambing did say his stamina is maybe not at its peak right now. Dropping a little bit more accuracy than Tuna, which unfortunately may mean that he's just slightly less comfortable at this BPM, or even with the patterning, which is going to give Tuna an early advantage, but it's going to stay about the same in terms of accuracy. So both players now struggling just a little bit. Intercambing is going to take his first accuracy lead on a map of the match. Both players looking strong. Intercambing is ahead on accuracy by about 0.75%. Both players strong through the burst here. No random breaks yet, but it's going to be Intercambing to actually over-aim the wide angle. Tuna is going to hold the combo, taking an accuracy and combo lead now. Drops a little bit on that stream there, but as long as the combo is in his favor, the score lead is going to rapidly head over to that right side. Finally, a miss from FlyingTuna. Does miss a couple of notes in the middle of that longer stream there. Stamina possibly just draining a little bit here, but as we come into the final quarter of the map here, there's really not much Intercambing can do. The combos are roughly the same, actually rather in favor of Tuna even now, with the miss from Intercambing and accuracy lead in a significant favor of Tuna, as well as that combo and score. All factors pointing to Tuna closing this out. Hits the high velocity stream as well. Does miss on that last dense one. That's going to be it for the third pick of this match. FlyingTuna going to be taking another one of his own picks with a slightly over 300 combo advantage on Intercambing, giving him an almost 250,000 score lead over Intercambing. Very sizable. just a little bit more comfortable on those long streams towards the ending. And unfortunately, Intercambing did find a miss on that wide angle aim pattern there. And that was really what did it in for their initial combo. But it's going to be Nomad 1 for Intercambing, going to stick with the base mechanics. Tuna did open up with the initial ban of Hard Rock 1. So Intercambing going to maybe look to capitalize on the fact that either Tuna is not too comfortable on the aim today, or maybe just sight reading some of these maps. Going to use his consistent mechanics ability to gain a foothold in this match even right now. Slightly higher BPM. It's 220 BPM for Deus Ex Machina. Funny enough, this is a 7.64 star insane difficulty on this Nomad 1. Not something that you see very often. Both players going to get themselves prepared for the big aim map. We'll see who's looking stronger on this today. Good luck, have fun from both players. We'll get into what I believe will be the longest map that we've seen thus far, 3 minutes and 39 seconds. The only thing that comes close to this length is either HD1 or HR1. Of course, Nomad 3 on the board as well, the longest map in the pool. Both of these players known for the very, very high ability to be consistent on this big aim, especially at this BPM as well. 220 is going to be pretty comfortable for these two here. Intercambing has looked slightly less consistent today, however. Again, I chalked it up to it being the nerves from the tiebreaker in the previous match, possibly, but Tuna is just looking very strong today. We'll see on the Nomad 1 here. Not entirely similar to anything that we've seen thus far, so Intercambing is kind of in a new playing field here. No miss aims yet, but we haven't really gotten into that first key eye. Let's see what happens after this breakdown. Intercambing is actually going to find a miss in this breakdown section. A lot of wide angle aim patterns in here. Very awkward for a Nomad 1, not standard at all. You can kind of see the way that the players are moving their cursors. It's just a little bit uncomfortable. However, Tuna just looking a lot better on these aim patterns in general today, not even just on this map alone, but across the match as a whole. Just very consistent. Intercambing with a couple of unfortunate misses here and there. Unfortunately, nothing you can do about it when you're going up against someone like FlyingTuna, where you really have to be on peak performance, especially with how he's playing right now. Intercambing can most certainly play all these maps to a high level, but even with a miss here and there, can't really do much about it. He's just got to weather through the rest of the map. There is still technically time. They're only about halfway through the map right now, a little bit past halfway, and Intercambing did miss slightly earlier in the map. If Tuna finds a miss somewhere here and Intercambing is able to hold the combo, this is a surmountable difference here. However, as this map slowly is going to run out of time, so will Intercambing's opportunities along with that miss. Very uncomfortable aim patterns across the board. There's really nothing about this map that is comfortable for either of these players. Wide angles, big spacing, some faster streams as well. You kick this up to 220 BPM, and that just adds to the effect. Well, into the ending of the map here, Tuna's still FCing. Unfortunately, not really much to say. That's going to be Tuna into the close of the Nomad 1 with an act drop. However, holds the FC 99.03% regardless of the performance that Intercambing was going to be able to put up on that map. Any miss whatsoever was a loss on that. And Tuna clearly elated with his Nomad 1 FC. A very strong performance. Similar accuracy for both players here, especially with that 50 from Intercambing. The two misses really making the difference, with Intercambing putting up just under 1,000 combo less than FlyingTuna with the two misses. Unfortunately, with the way that the misses were spread out, his score is a little bit lower than what it could have been. But he held it nicely. Unfortunately, Tuna holding on just a little bit better there. That's going to be Tuna up 4-0 now on his own pick. It's going to be the Nomad 3 I mentioned before. This is the longest map in the pool besides the tiebreaker at 3 minutes and 52 seconds. It is Desert, the Halgo map. This is another slightly contested pick in my mind. Intercambing, again, I mentioned, has a very high aptitude for these more awkward, gimmicky style alt maps, whether or not they be flow aim or snap alt. Tuna, however, looking much better across the board. I've mentioned it many times across this match here. Has been very consistent, very calm with his cursor and his aim. See if he's able to hold that here. Looked really good on Nomad 6. A little bit different for the Nomad 3 here, but possibly a similar aim style required. A little bit more snappy on this map here, especially with a lot of these double patterns before the sliders there. Intercambing's going to find the first couple misses here. And a chain miss immediately after. Tuna just looking really strong at the beginning. Is his own pick. We got about a 350 combo for Tuna at the beginning, pushing a 100 combo for Intercambing. Plenty of time left in the map, however. Again, this is a long one, almost 4 minutes here. So regardless of the combo breaks at the beginning from Intercambing, if he's able to recover in the middle sections of this map here, he will have an opportunity to stay right in this. Tuna, however, is going to have to find a break. Don't expect Tuna to FC a map like this. However, anything is possible with the way that he's been playing. Not an easy map by any means. Most players would have broken by now. Both of these players are absolutely magnificent in their aim. Holding strong through these overlaps. Got another key eye here. We'll see who finds any breaks on the slider patterns here. Intercambing holds despite the break at the beginning. Is going to hit the second section of it. Hits both of it into the cooldown here. Almost halfway through the map now. Still needs that break from Tuna. Tuna and Intercambing both holding still. A little bit of a build up here. We'll see who's able to hold into this next key eye. Halfway through the map now. Any break around here could be detrimental to either player. Big slider section. Some spacing increases as well. There's the break from FlyingTuna, but Intercambing follows it up immediately. Unfortunately, 0 gain for Intercambing there. Tuna's going to hold the accuracy as well. Intercambing with another chain miss while Tuna continues to hold. Neither player getting slow slider there. No FC from FlyingTuna today, but a magnificent score right now. Nonetheless, Intercambing very impressive as well, almost at 300,000. Both players looking very strong, but with a quarter of the way left in the map. And Tuna not finding any significant breaks. Intercambing is unfortunately not going to have any avenue back into this. And with the break coming from FlyingTuna here on another one of these breakdown sections with Tuna holding the combo. There's unfortunately not too much left in the ending of this map here. Intercambing doing the best he can, but Tuna with that 600 combo is just not passable right now. Unfortunate breaks for both players actually on that space stream right there. Tuna and Intercambing both having some trouble on that. There goes any opportunity of if Tuna even had an S rank before of it being still in existence there. Tuna gonna hold it into the finish here. That is going to be another point, a 5th point at that in the bag for FlyingTuna, with Intercambing still yet to get himself on the board. Into what could possibly be Intercambing's last pick of the match. He hasn't won one yet, will be hidden 3. But there is still plenty of opportunity for Intercambing to get himself on the board right now. Not down and out just yet. We've seen Intercambing come back from worse situations. But he's going to have to put everything forward right now in order to get that. Tuna has just been absolutely moving through this match. Nothing standing in his way. Intercambing has to make his move now. Into Intercambing's 3rd pick now. Has to get himself on the board with this one. It is match point for FlyingTuna right now. Intercambing is a very strong hidden player. Tuna's looked really good on the mechanics today. Both players going to go through these back and forths like they're nothing. See who holds up on the hidden 3 here. Another longer one as well compared to the rest of the pool here. 3 minutes and 32 seconds as well as a 236 max BPM. A little bit faster. Both players finding a break at the exact same point. A lot of accuracy drops. Have to keep looking at the combos back and forth to see the difference between where a miss comes and with these hundreds lining up. And there's a miss from Intercambing at the ending of that stream. That is not good. Quarter of the way through the map now as we are going to very slowly approach half. FlyingTuna has a combo lead along with the accuracy that Intercambing cannot be letting up right now. There's a miss from FlyingTuna. That's very good for Intercambing here. He's going to have to capitalize on that now. He has a combo lead, but it's not big enough to make the difference that he's going to have to see unless he holds for a significant amount of time. He's going to have to see another break out of FlyingTuna in order to really solidify this, but he's in a good position right now. A little bit of a faster stream section, some long ones here. Both players holding. Some big, quick aim here. Another couple streams. Both players are going to hold. Tuna's going to find a break, and that's exactly what Intercambing needed right now. He's got the combo and the accuracy lead now, and FlyingTuna finding another break on the back and forth is going to give Intercambing his first score lead of the match. He holds through this next section. He does find a break. Nerves maybe taking a little bit of an effect on the overlap there. Tuna does have a combo lead now, but it's about 30,000 score difference between the two. There's a quarter of the way left in the map. Intercambing is definitely going to need to see a break from Tuna at the ending here. He's got to hold the combo. It's a 40,000 score lead for Intercambing right now. Accuracy back in the favor of FlyingTuna. This is going to be a close one. It's 33,102 in favor of Intercambing right now. He's got to hope that his aim holds him through these ending sections right here, or that Tuna's aim fails him. It's a miss from Intercambing. We can't be having that right now. Tuna's going to hold the combo through the stream. It's a 300 combo lead, and this score gap is very slowly closing. He needs to see a break from Tuna right now. Big stream coming at the ending here. Tuna's going to hold through it, and there's not much he can do. It's 1K. It's none. It's to the favor of FlyingTuna into the ending stream. He's going to double S the first one. Finally misses on the ending one, but unfortunately, the accuracy is going to do the damage at the ending along with the combo break. And Intercambing on his last chance is unfortunately not going to be able to make it work. And FlyingTuna showing his dominance continuously throughout this entire match is going to be taking the clean sweep win 6-0. Congratulations to FlyingTuna for his very, very clean win against Intercambing here. Well played to both players. Intercambing, maybe just not his day today, or rather, maybe today was FlyingTuna's day. He had a fantastic match, some great scores throughout the entire thing, and really just did not let anything up for the entirety. This was a winner's bracket match. However, this is not the last that we will be seeing of Intercambing in the tournament, so please stay tuned for future weekends where you'll be able to see some more of his gameplay, along with FlyingTuna's, who will be advancing to the winner's bracket finals. He will be facing off against the winner of I'm a Fancy Lad and Nissan. That match will be taking place on June 23rd. So stay tuned for Wednesday when that match will be occurring. But for now, we'll take a little bit of a break. We got about an hour and 15 minutes before our next match at 18 UTC, Utami versus Bartek. And we will come back to you when it is time for that. But for now, we will bid you for farewell. And we'll see you in about an hour. Thanks for watching.